Hello everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory. This episode will be centered around this factory building pretty much completely. As you can see, it is very much unfinished, but that is because we will only take advantage of the first floor, and we will keep building up and up and up as the need arises, so we will leave the top of the building in this kind of a state. But as you can see, the first floor, where we will actually do the production from the start, is pretty much ready for prime time. So yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. And we are back. Okay. So we managed to set up the railroad in the last episode of the railroad stations. These guys are still running. I suppose they can stop at this point, but you know what? Might as well just let them run around. That's fine. Now, how do we want to deal with the actual processing of these incoming goods? Well, let's see. Let's say we might want to organize our resources a little bit. For example, I think it would make sense to have the iron and the coal right next to each other, for example. So that would make processing the steel a bit easier. Let me just take a look at the recipe book. So, iron ingot, that's self-explanatory, that's a single input, single output, that's fine. Next, copper ingot, the same. Concrete, now that's a 2 input, so that will need to be taken care of as well. So I suppose at some point we will bring in the silica as well. Next, what else? Ethereum ingot is a 1 input output as well. As I believe the only one is the steel ingot that requires the foundry basically. Everything else should be, yeah, okay. So we might do iron, coal, then copper, I suppose Ethereum, and then limestone here, and we can put the silica input here and take it where it's needed, I suppose. Well, what I was thinking that maybe we can put the factories right in between. If we want to do that, then I suppose this iron factory will have to go away. But you know what, that's a small price to pay for efficiency, I suppose. Now, to make this one work, what I propose is, well, first, let's make sure we don't build where the actual station will go. In fact, just for this, I will remove this track. Yeah, no train coming in. Great. Let me put the rest of these guys in. There. So, theoretically, this is going to be the final length of the station, which means that we can start building here if we want to. And we have a space of 3 tiles. Thankfully, the smelting setups, thank you, freighter is back. The smelting setup is, I believe, only 2 tiles wide, right? Not foundries, oh right, I did take care of some of these blueprints. Let me just quickly put this one into the production category. There we go. Apply. And I also, you know what, I will show you what I have changed when we get to it. Sorry, why are you waiting around? You should have a clean way out at this point. You are standing still, you are standing still. Why are you standing still? Maybe you cannot reach the station. How about now? No, for some reason this guy is standing still. Huh. Okay, this might be the first time that we need to troubleshoot something. So here, here. Okay, I think the station, the second one, yeah, it is backing up, which means there is not enough queuing space. Well, I don't think that we are going to have more than 2 trains delivering resources for in the foreseeable future, so well, technically this is not really a big problem. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take this guy off the system, and that will fix it. Right? Right, okay, that guy is off. So, as I was saying, the smelting blueprint is 2 tiles wide, right? And yes, it is. Okay. Well, that means that we can have the smelters, I suppose. Well, let's leave a little bit of space, you know, just in case. And they are 4 tiles wide as well, which means that we can have, well, this amount of space cleared out. This is where we can put some smelting. And don't mind if I do. So, blueprint out, smelters. Since the resources will come in from the stations, we will need... let me see... I think the smelters will face that way, which means we will need to have the clockwise version. Right. Okay. To make this one work, we need to bring the actual floor down a little bit. If you remember, the distribution floors are 3 meters high, and then the floor there. This should fit right in. There we go, perfect. Okay. Let me get rid of... Yeah, you will reset yourself, right? Right. Why are you all the way out here? Which one are you? Oh, okay. It is resetting itself. Usually they do this with a blue ghost image, but for some reason... whatever. So, we have this right here. Let's put in the other 2 there. And this one will need to face this way. Oh, right. Wait. These are facing this way. Oh, right. I didn't consider the rotation when I was putting these guys in. Okay, that's my bad. What I will do instead, I will just go ahead and place down a 4 meter high, and that's going to be fine as well. So, once again, we need a clockwise version, and we need to have it... Yes, this way, exactly. So, right there. Good. As you can see, I also changed out the floors. Yeah, I might as well show you what I have changed. So, I changed out the floors with the shiny or reflective concrete. That just requires a bit of extra plastic, that's fine, but it does look a little bit better, I think. And I changed the power delivery. I don't remember where I have seen this technique. This is basically just a metal beam on the bottom, and I attached the power connectors to there. If I was trying to use the floors, we would place down a power pole, but they are a little bit too high and a little bit too, I don't know, hard to place evenly. I think this is a little bit better solution. Unfortunately, as I've said, I don't remember what video I've seen this in. If you know where I might have seen this, don't be shy and share it in the comments. But unfortunately, I don't remember, so I cannot share it in the top right corner as I usually do. Okay, that guy is acting real weird. Also, you are going to be in the way. Can you please not? And I think that that's all the stuff I changed. Oh, right, I also gave these guys Mark 5 belts and elevators. So that's great. So anyways, this is where we will do the iron smelting. And if we want to have more, what we will do is, copy these guys and put them on top of these. We just need to switch over to the blueprint mode and that's it. We can tile them right on top of these guys and that's going to be just fine. Next, let's change the flooring in front of these guys. Let me see, customizer, materials, and this coated concrete. There, and this is going to be the factory, first floor of the factory, basically. Then, you know what, I think I will put in a placeholder for the second floor. Now, I don't think this is going to be enough headroom for my liking. Let's use pillars as spacers, I suppose. That might be a good idea. So, architecture. For now, I will put in a metal beam here. And let's bring this up this high. Next, let's find a floor. Yeah, I suppose this is a good placement for this. A good start for the second floor. This line right here. So, I don't know. It will attach. But is it attaching to the... Yeah, it is actually attaching to the bottom. Exactly. I think it would actually make sense to have it not attaching like this, but like this. So, let's just bring this up a couple of times. So this is how high the floors will be. Yeah, but I would like to attach the floor to the bottom of this pillar. So this one needs to go. This one needs to switch over to 2 meters and then a 1 meter, and this is where the second floor will be. Right. I think we can do this kind of, you know, not quite efficient way of dealing with the placement of the floors. Every time we need to go a little bit higher up. So yeah, I think that's going to be fine. By default, the placement would be, yeah, as you can see, quite a bit off. So let's just put this one here. And maybe this one, they can act as spacers. So they're rotated this way. Let me see, on top. No, rotated around this way, I believe. So will this slot in? Yes, it does. Okay. So this is going to be a placeholder for the second floor. The reason I want to put this one in is because I want to see where the stairs will go. So this is the factory floor, but I think we will use catwalks to move up and down levels. Let me see. First, we will definitely need to hide the distribution floors. Let me see. Yeah. We need to hide the distribution floors when we are dealing with the upper floors. For here, it's not a problem. But here it can be a problem. So I will actually wall these off. Unfortunately, we don't have a coated version of the walls. But let's see how it looks with regular old concrete walls. I think it will work. Yeah. Okay, that takes care of that. I will put it in once I am more comfortable with everything else. So, as I was saying, I think we will have catwalks for up and down movement. Where are they? They are right at the bottom there. So I suppose we can have these railing that catwalks that have railings on one side, just like this. And then we are going to have a one piece without anything. And then let me see, one more, and then we can have the stairs going down. Right. How does this look? Okay, we don't need to have this one. There. Yeah, I think this will work just fine. You know what? Might as well put in the whole length of this second floor. So you will be facing, yes, this way. There. And let's put in the catwalks for the whole length. Good. Technically, we could notch them in this way, right? You know what? Might as well just give it a try. So this way, hologram. No, cannot be notched. Okay, we have learned something. Okay, that takes care of the second floor. Maybe we should have a slightly bigger landing, but it's fine, I think. Okay, now we can actually wall this off. Well, when we wall this off, it will result in a bit of a... Well, first I will put in the walls and I will show you what it will result in. There. So it will result in a bit of a lip right under the walls. I think we can hide these. Well, first let me put in some walls. Here. Obviously we will deal with the outside beautification later. So I suppose we can hide these with either pillars or by beams. Let me see. Let me see what it looks like with a simple metal beam. Maybe facing this way. No, that only exacerbates the problem. What about painted beams? That might work, but I think it would look... Wait, what it would look like with the normal beams, but here. I think this might work. Let's give it a try. So let's take a look. Okay, this is definitely a possibility. Let's take a look with the painted beams. Start there, go all the way. Yeah, I think this one, because this will give us a little bit of color to the whole place, and that's never going to hurt. Yeah. Okay, I think we will go with this one. So let's put it in for the rest of the length of this wall. There we go. Okay. You know what? Just in case, I will see what it would look like with these thick beams. So what about these guys? Maybe here is too high, here is too low. So if we use control, that is still not going to put it where we want it to be. And I don't think we can nudge it. We can nudge it, but only sideways. What if I turn it 90 degrees? This way. Hologram. No, it's still only sideways. One more try. So first, this one. Yeah, only sideways. Even up and down, left or right, doesn't matter. There. Copy this one, rotate. Oh, sorry, I didn't actually nudge it. So remove, rotate, and hologram. Yeah, still only sideways. Okay, fine. Let's just see how it looks like this. Yeah, there's too much Z fighting. That's not going to work. What about like this? It might be too low, but I think it's not going to be too obvious. Yeah, I think they are going to be flush with each other. So how does this look? You know what? Yeah, we are going to go with this, because this will give us a little bit of depth to the walls and ceilings. So yeah, that's decided. Now, unfortunately, we cannot paint these beams, unfortunately. Can we paint the concrete versions? I don't think so, but you know, it never hurts to check. So if let's try to put in this one, yellow, green, very colorful. Okay, we can actually paint the concrete version. What about if I want to give it a metal finish? Chrome. Yes, that will work as well. That might be an excuse to buy one of the colored metal finishes. Also, is that tractor still stuck down here somewhere? No, I don't think. I think it's gone. Okay, hopefully it's back to work now. Yeah, we have all three tractors somewhere that way, so that's encouraging. So, as I was saying, I think we might be able to buy... Oh, thank you, some pipes. So, let me print these coupons. 5. I believe that is exactly what we need to buy one of the colors. Customizer. Yeah, we can buy the copper one. Let's go for it. Might as well. It's not going to hurt. We have pretty much everything we need from the awesome shop at this point, so yeah.
Go for that extra purchase. Go awesome.
So we are back here. Let's see how it would look with copper pillars. So first, let's put a single piece of concrete pillar in here. Let's paint it copper. It does actually look metallic, but it's a little bit less shiny than I expected, but I think that's going to be fine. It's going to be very muted, not stand out all that much. Okay, so let me see. There, apparently it doesn't copy the customizing or the customization. That's fine. We can take care of it like this. And done. Yeah, I think I like it. And we can basically do the same from the floor going up. But we might don't need to do that. I will leave it like this for now. I will deal with the decorations at the end, as usual. Next, let's put in the actual walls. Only for the first floor, I think that's going to be fine. Now, where do we want the entrance? I think we might want to have the entrance on the second floor, because I expect to have a catwalk network going through this space, and we will walk over the trains and things like that. Although, now that I look at this place, I think it would have been better if we had the smelting set up on this side, and we can have the foundries for the steel in between here. It's fine as well. Not a big problem, we can have the foundries here, so that's going to be okay. Anyways, let's put in the rest of these walls. Okay, so this floor is pretty much ready to go at this point. Do we want to have a way down into the distribution floor here? Yes, I think we do. So I will remove these floors there, and we will replace this place with some railings again. And we will leave a empty space for that clear version. Only have railings until here. And I suppose after this one we can have proper concrete flooring. So there, and a half foundation here. Yeah. Great. Maybe we can use the other version. How does that look? This. Let me see. No. Those holes I don't like. This is more for floating foundations, floating catwalks, I think. Okay. Next, stairs. Or wait, let's put these guys in first. There, and then the stairs going down. Or, well, it's a ramp. Only go this far. Let's bring in the actual distribution floor next. There's, yes, this means that this one doesn't need to be here. Perfect. And down here, I will actually get rid of the bottom floors of the distribution floor, because this will be exposed down here. Like this. Yes. So let's bring this all the way to the end of this whole setup. Uh-oh, that rock doesn't look encouraging. Let's see. Yeah, we can just barely manage to work around it. Okay, next, let's blow some foliage up there, and I suppose this will have to go at some point. Okay. This will be, as I have said, will be exposed. Okay, at some point we will have signs showing us around where each and every one of these, or what each and every one of these buildings will be manufacturing. So we can find our way down there a little bit easier. Should we have this kind of flooring all the way through? Just for consistency? Yes, I think so. So let's just put in these not unrailed versions. Okay, that takes care of that. Now, windows. How do we want to do the windows? I think it would make sense to have some windows right in the back. And I think I can already see which window we will use. I think we are going to go for the same windows that we have used on the other factories. Let's see. Walls, windows, and we will go for this one. It is the same that we have used before, because I think it will look okay if we hide the topmost. Yeah, these small windows on the top. Okay, let me put in, well, this is the metal pillar, so this will be replaced by concrete, architecture, and small concrete pillars. Technically we could have big ones on the outside on the corners, but I think this is going to be okay. Might as well put these guys into the corners while we are at it. Now, because of the trains, I don't think we are going to have big, whatchamacallit, you know, these ramp parts on the side. Maybe on the ends, but next to the trains, I don't think so. Although, let me just take a look real quick. Let's extend this one there. If we want to put in those wedges, not walls, foundations, concrete, sorry, concrete, let's go with, yeah, just normal concrete for the outside. 4 meters might be too much. No, might not be too much. Let's take a look all the way to the end. Or not all the way, but like this. I think I like it actually. Let's see how it looks without, or a little bit shallower ramps. So if I go for 2-meter ramps instead, how will that look? So zoop and zoop. Also coffee cup, please. You know what? I think we have stumbled onto a winner with this one. It does look rather nice. Very industrial. It looks like a channel for the trains to go through. Yeah, I love it. Okay, that decides it then. We are going to have these ramps right here. And it went the wrong way. Okay, let me quickly... Okay, you know what? Let's set up a filter before I destroy anything I shouldn't. And there we go. Let's try again. So 2-meter ramps go here, but this time let's make sure we do it the correct way. There. And yeah, we can have the same here and veggie or corner pieces here. Perfect. Okay, completely by accident we have stumbled onto a pretty good thing, I suppose. Or I think. All right. So these windows, I think we will hide by simply adding the usual. Well, maybe we need to do it from this side, or you know what? Let's do it like this. There, and start it right flush with the actual building. There, and let's go the other way as well. Is this... Yeah, it is the correct way. There we go. This makes it a little bit more even as the end result. There. What was Z fighting? It does happen, but because it's a very uniform color, it's not really noticeable. So yeah, we will leave it alone. And it should line up on the other side. Perfect. There we go. Very industrial, very concrete. So let's put in these wedges on this side as well. And then the corners there and there. Now, what do you remember that we had those metal, well, wall wedges as well? I think we can put in 4-meter ones this time. That might be acceptable, but I don't think it's going to be out of steel. Let's just stick to concrete. So with 4-meter wedges, will that interfere with the trains too much? Every 2 tiles. I don't know. It does look great, but I am not sure about the trains. Let's see how it looks. It clips too much. Unfortunately, I don't think this will work. Right, okay. Yeah, I kind of wish that we had, you know, half wall, basically, instead of being flush with the floor, this edge could be on the wall. That would be kind of great for this purpose. Well, anyways, I think we can put in the pillars next that are up against the wall. Do we want to have every 2 tiles or maybe just every 4 tiles? Because we have the textile blueprints which are 4 tiles long. We could do this basically. Let me just put them in every 4 tiles and then we will try the every 2 tiles. I think, yeah, 4 tiles will be very likely the end result. Let me just check. Either one works, but I think I will go for the 4-meter ones. That gives a little bit more space to breathe, I suppose. Okay, these guys can go back. Well, I suppose we could give these a little bit of extra depth by adding some pillars going through like this as well. So through here. Yeah, I think this is needed. This will give much better depth to this whole construction. But first we need to find a way to actually put it in. There we go. You go all the way down. This gets removed and the corner piece goes back. And this one comes right back down. I think we can color these beams a little bit differently from the walls. That will make them pop a little bit more. So yeah, we need to remove this corner piece and this one goes all the way through like that. And we are out of concrete. Well, that's not a problem. We have a concrete factory right here. That should keep us going for a while. Now, there is a small problem with this whole thing, is that, and that problem is that this is great because the smelters are 2 tiles wide, but that is not the case for every one of these blueprints. For example, the constructors are also 2 tiles, that's fine. But maybe these foundries, no, they are also 2. So I suppose the only problematic one is the assemblers. Okay, never mind. Not going to be a problem because the assemblers will not be in between these stations. I suppose the only assembler that will be in between stations is going to be the concrete, but that will have to be here if we put it in, because if you bring the limestone into this station, then the silica will have to be right next to this nature reserve anyway. So yeah, we will have plenty of space here for the concrete production. Okay, let's continue. So let's put this one back real quick. No. There. And there. Now we just need to bring this one to the end. Perfect. Okay, let's take care of these next. Okay, I think I see a small problem already appearing. Let me see. Yeah, this metal beam might not look great in the window. Yeah, that's not going to work. Let's take a look from the inside. Well, I think in this case, I suppose I can live with not having that depth inside. We will just have the painted beams instead. Yeah, I suppose this will work. Now, about the lighting, I think it's pretty obvious that... Uh-oh. We have Z fighting here. I was kind of hoping that we could avoid that. What if I rotate this one ever so slightly? So, hook into this one, bring it out, but rotate it, yeah, one time this way. I think this would actually work. This will give a bit of a lip to this whole edge of the wall. So bring it all the way out and rotate it one time. Yeah, I think this will work, and it will get rid of the Z fighting. Although, I will think about this one, but for now it's okay. Well, now lighting. Well, I think we will have the lighting right on top of these smelters. Do we have enough oscillators? Let me see, blueprints, the lights. We only have a single oscillators, and we will need at least 3 per floor. So if you don't mind, I will quickly make at least a handful. Thankfully, we should be able to do it right by now quite easily. We have plenty of resources, all of which are in the whatchamacallit network, the dimensional network. Also, this raw quartz can go. We have both the silica and the crystals on the network, so we don't need the raw quartz. Also, we can get rid of these leaves. The biofuel, a single stack is fine. And that's it. Okay. 15 oscillators will be plenty enough. So, as I was saying, I think I will put one lighting in the middle of every single one of these blueprints. So one of them will go right there on the ceiling. But which direction? I think first get out of blueprint mode. There we go. Yeah, I think this way makes the most sense. Let's see. Oh yeah. I think it looks great. So let's copy this one, and next one will go in here. Let me see, right under this one there. And the next one will go right here. Right under this one. Well, technically maybe we can put in 2 more here as well. So here and here, that might give us a little bit of extra lighting. Yeah, I think that would actually do us some good. Yeah, definitely. Also, I think we had a nice sunrise through the windows. It's too late now, the sun is too high, but... Well, what if we move these lights right out to the edge? Okay, I will remove this one. And let's see how it looks right to the edge of the ceiling here. It lights up the actual walkway a little bit nicer, I think. But no, I think these lights make the most sense in here. Wait, did I put it? No, it is actually out by 1. Also, some of these lights are not where they need to be, especially... And let me see. This one. You know what? I think is the easiest way to make this work is to look at the center here and then take out the blueprint. That will definitely make sure that it is actually completely on the center. Yeah, there we go. I suppose we can call this place pretty much done. These pillars don't, or these beams don't look exactly right from the inside. But maybe after they are painted, they will look okay. So there we go. Once we are ready to start building up, then we will, well, do the same on the second floor and the third and the fourth and the fifth and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think this place is okay at this point. We have about 10 more minutes. So let's see. I would like to color a customizer. I would like to make these outside beams a different color. Let's see how they look if they are completely black. It definitely helps to make things pop a little bit more. Well, I suppose that's a start. Maybe we want to go for the factory color instead, the factory blue. So if we try to use this one, this blue color. Also, let's make sure we only color the concrete pillars. Of course, because it's a concrete, it's a little bit more muted, but this might do what we need. Because, you know, gray and black, it's a little bit boring, to say the least. But with a little bit of extra color, I think we might be, yeah, a lot better. Okay, let's do it for the rest of this whole building. Okay, now, as I have said, I would like to have the entrance on the second floor, because we cannot really walk around in the rail yard. That doesn't really make sense. So what I had in mind for the way to go through the rail yard is to have walkways on top of these freight platforms. For that, first let me bring up the foundations. There, and this might be a little bit too high. Oh, no, it's fine. So in here, we will put in catwalks. As usual, they're at the bottom of the list. And this time, well, maybe 3 meters. Yeah, that makes a little bit more sense. So we need to make sure that we put in the catwalks that are centered with these guys. I did it already, but let me see, how did I do it exactly? So catwalk, I think I was just nudging them, right? Yeah, okay. But this is way too low, so... Oh, right, I deleted the 1 meter foundation there. So catwalk going through, and we are going to use these as walkways. There, and nudge it 2 times, and that's it. Okay, we can get rid of this one. And let's bring these guys out as far as we can. There we go, zoop, all the way down. Now, if I place these right next to this one... I cannot seem to attach to the side of this. That's unfortunate. But I think you get the idea. As I said, I already tested this. We can land here and just walk all the way through. That's fine. It works perfectly well. And in between stations, we can branch off. So we are going to have a... Yes, a 1 railing version, then a 2 railing version going all the way to the building. We will have the entrances, let me see, from the inside. Yeah, right here. The door will be walls. Let me see. Of course, it's going to be offset, but it will be there. Okay, so railing there. Well, let me see. I think we will have the stairs going down. But the problem is that, yeah, I think it will need to be, this one needs to be offset by 1. There, this one still needs to be a double rail version there. You will go all the way. Let me see. Not quite. Oh wait, they are not quite lined up. First, let's put in, yeah, this corner piece. Then a stair going... Oh, I had it. Wait. Is this the inside? Oh wait, I was trying to use the outside, the... Yeah, this version. Okay. First, this. Then the stairs. There. And the height is also off. Well, that's not a problem. I suppose we can have these ramps running on top of these walkways. That's also going to be acceptable, I think. So, there. Then a one railing version, exactly. Then a double railing version going all the way here. Well, unfortunately, the spacing is not quite working out as I was hoping for. Yeah, unfortunately this is not going to work. Okay. Well, in that case, we are just going to simply have a walkway going right through here, I suppose, or right on the buildings. That would work as well. So a one railing version going all the way out to the wall, switch over to the double railing version going across this gap, and this will be the building at this point, so one railing version and so on and so forth until here. Yeah, something like this. I suppose this will work. I would have preferred to have the catwalks on top of here, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. Oh well, we tried. And that's all that matters, right? Well, we have about 1.5 minutes until my alarm goes off. I think I will quickly finish the second floor until the windows, and that's going to be it for this one, I suppose. Do we want to have these beams right under the windows? No, I don't think that's necessary. Although we do have them on the first floor. I mean, no, sorry. I misspoke. Okay, I don't think we will have those in. This is going to be enough. So there. Oh, right, we still need to put in these dividers on the other side. Okay, now as for the actual sign that will tell us what is being made here. Well, if we put it here, then if we do the same for the other buildings, that will not be very visible. Well, I think maybe on the third floor we can put it in, because well, that will be high enough that it will tower over the train stations, and we can put it on this wall, and that will on both sides as well, and that will be a good enough advertisement for the actual material that is being made here. You know what? We will have to put these walls in at some point anyway, so might as well. Then the windows, and we can have a nice big sign right here. So first, let's make sure that the actual beams and pillars are exactly where they need to be. And yes, my alarm went off a minute ago, so we might want to wrap things up fairly soon. There, and this one needs to be cut back because of the beam that will go over the top windows. So right. So this one will go all the way down that way, and this one, there we go, there, you will go all the way there. Okay, let me quickly paint the beams, and then we'll put in a sign, and that will be where we will call the episode, I suppose. So we only want to paint the beams, so filter set up. In case you didn't know, you can set filters to your customizer as well, which makes it super easy to only paint what you want to paint. there, and we will have a sign right here. And this time I would like it to be fairly big. So we will go for organization, large billboard. That might be too large. Yeah, let's just go for a small billboard. And there, I suppose. Now, as for the layout, I would like it to be... Yeah, let's just go for a simple icon, and that's it. And let me see. Yeah, that is it. This time I will leave the background as black, I think. Let me see. This one, yeah, it is a second color. So this one can be the factory blue. And this one will be completely black. How does this look? It's a bit too much. Let's increase the deepness of the black. Let's say -1. -1. Select color. That's too much. Let's go for -0.1. How does that look? You know what? Never mind. We are not going to have a gradient black background. That's it. What about a... No, I was expecting to have a border around it, but no. This one, I suppose that will also... Yeah, that just moves around in the back. Which one could be standing still? What about this one? Okay, this one is a little bit more promising. Maybe 0.5 depth of the black. No, never mind. Let's just leave it at 0. Yeah, okay. You know what? This looks okay to me. Let's see if we can encircle it with some beams. Maybe blue ones. No, that still goes behind it. How did we do it with the lamps? I think this works differently on the ceiling, I suppose. What if I rotate it out? No, that's not going to work either. Okay, fine. We can have it like this. Default. There we go. And of course, we will have these beam connectors to complete the picture. Also, this beam is not quite where it needs to be. Can I build on top of it? No, I can't. Okay, never mind. Well, I think this is where... Wait. I think I can see a possible solution to our problem. There we go, exactly. And then we will hook these together. Rotate it like this. Maybe don't rotate. Yeah, I think this will actually work. Okay, and one more of these corner pieces. So this one can go away and you guys hook into that. Okay, I think I will think about this in between episodes, but for now I will leave it in, but I am not 100% sure if I like it or not. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. Yeah, something like this. So anyways, we are way over time at this point, so yeah, we have to say goodbye. But you know what? I think we did okay, all things considered. We did stumble onto some real neat ideas. For example, this one. But yeah, I think this will be... So, in the future, we will have iron being made, iron ingots being made here, steel, copper, deuterium, and eventually concrete. So yeah, as I have said, we need to go right about now because we are over time. So I believe all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. And if you'd like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.